Andrew Parker Bowles, Camilla's ex-husband, has revealed shocking details of a secret agreement that has shaken the British monarchy and disrupted Prince William's plans for restructuring. Reports indicate that Parker Bowles exposed a carefully planned arrangement between himself, Camilla, and King Charles, allowing Camilla to maintain her relationship with Charles during his marriage to Princess Diana. This long-hidden revelation has not only reignited public scrutiny but also cast doubt on the royal family's integrity. Prince William, amidst his proactive efforts to modernize and streamline the monarchy, now faces significant challenges as renewed interest in historical betrayals within his family threatens his agenda. His plans to reduce expenses and usher in a new era of royal responsibilities are now overshadowed by the public's renewed focus on past scandals. Parker Bowles' disclosure has sparked widespread speculation about motives and consequences, igniting debates about loyalty, financial obligations, and the ethical responsibilities of those in power. It has also reopened old wounds related to Princess Diana's struggles and the turbulent events surrounding her marriage to Charles. As Prince William navigates these troubled waters, his efforts to redefine the monarchy's role in contemporary society are now clouded by questions of historical integrity and transparency. The public's outcry highlights a growing demand for accountability and honesty from the royal family, placing additional pressure on William's leadership during this critical period. The saga of King Charles and Camilla's past actions continues to captivate global attention, reflecting themes of love, betrayal, and the enduring legacy of Princess Diana. The monarchy's ability to address these challenges will be crucial in shaping its future relevance and public perception. As the royal household confronts its past and present controversies, Prince William's strategic vision for a modern monarchy faces its most significant test, yet balancing tradition and transparency in the wake of these startling revelations. As Prince William deals with the fallout from Parker Bowles' revelations, the palace is engulfed in renewed public scrutiny and media attention. The intricate details of the agreement, aimed at maintaining secrecy and facilitating Charles and Camilla's relationship, have sparked widespread debate about the monarchy's ethical standards and its ability to adapt to modern expectations. The shockwaves from Parker Bowles' disclosure have not only stirred emotions among the public, but also prompted introspection within the royal family itself. Questions about transparency and accountability now loom large, challenging the monarchy's efforts to reconcile its past with present-day values. For Prince William, who has led efforts to modernize and streamline royal operations, the revelations represent a critical moment. His strategic vision, centered on reducing expenses and redefining the monarchy's role, now faces an urgent need to address historical grievances and rebuild public trust. The betrayal and controversies surrounding Charles and Camilla's relationship, amplified by Parker Bowles' disclosures, cast a long shadow over efforts to move forward. William's leadership, marked by resilience and forward-thinking, is now being tested as he navigates the complexities of royal duty amid public demands for transparency and integrity. In the midst of these challenges, the monarchy's future hangs in the balance. Prince William's commitment to modernizing royal traditions while honoring the past will be crucial in shaping public perception and securing the institution's relevance in the 21st century. The ongoing saga of King Charles and Camilla's past actions serves as a stark reminder of the enduring power of history and the complexities of royal life. As the monarchy seeks to adapt and evolve, William's ability to navigate these challenges with empathy and vision will be key in determining its place in the hearts and minds of the British people. The aftermath of Parker Bowles' revelations marks a pivotal moment for Prince William and the monarchy as a whole. How they respond to these revelations will not only define their legacy, but also shape the future direction of the British royal family in an ever-changing world. Amidst the tumult caused by Parker Bowles' revelations, Prince William faces a daunting challenge to guide the monarchy through a period of unprecedented scrutiny while upholding its values and relevance in contemporary society. The disclosure of the secret agreement involving Charles, Camilla, and Parker Bowles has not only stirred public sentiment but also sparked internal reflections within the royal family. For Prince William, who has been advocating for a more transparent and accountable monarchy, the revelations highlight the complexities of balancing tradition with public expectations. As he continues to implement his restructuring plans aimed at modernizing royal operations and reducing expenses, William must now address the fallout from these revelations. The public outcry over historical betrayals and ethical lapses presents a formidable obstacle to his vision of a monarchy that is both respected and relevant. Moreover, the renewed focus on Charles and Camilla's past actions threatens to overshadow the positive initiatives and charitable work that members of the royal family are involved in. The challenge lies in navigating these turbulent waters while maintaining public trust and ensuring the monarchy's enduring role in national life. For Prince William, known for his resilience and dedication to public service, this moment calls for decisive leadership and a commitment to transparency. By acknowledging past mistakes and demonstrating a clear path forward, he can guide the monarchy through this period of reckoning and emerge stronger than before. The unfolding narrative of King Charles and Camilla's betrayal, as revealed by Parker Bowles, serves as a critical reminder of the complexities inherent in royal life. It also underscores the importance of integrity and ethical conduct in maintaining public support and confidence. As Prince William and the royal family navigate these challenges, their ability to confront the past with honesty and humility will be essential in shaping a future where the monarchy remains a respected institution. By embracing transparency and accountability, William can uphold the values that define the modern monarchy and ensure its relevance for generations to come. While the revelations have rocked the royal household, they also present an opportunity for growth and renewal. William's leadership during this pivotal moment will be instrumental in steering the monarchy toward a future where trust, integrity, and public service are paramount. Welcome back to our channel. Today we have exciting news. Catherine shines in most coveted romantic attire as William can't get enough of her. Princess Catherine is celebrated for her impeccable style and her loving relationship with Prince William. I admire her contributions to the royal family and eagerly anticipate the day Prince and Princess Catherine become king and queen. The romantic scenes featuring the Prince and Princess of Wales in this video, showcasing the most stunning outfits, will surely brighten your day. Let's dive in. One of Princess Catherine's most romantic looks is her flowing rose and white ombre Gucci dress. I decided to start with this outfit, perfect for an elegant dinner. She wore this dress at the grand 100 Women in Finance event at the Victoria Albert Museum. She paired the dress with sparkling Oscar de la Renta shoes, a Prada handbag, and Morganite jewelry by Kiki McDonough. Another standout romantic ensemble from Catherine is this striking pink dress by the vampire's wife. The light dreamer gown, in vibrant ruby pink, features a floor-length skirt and fluttering sleeves. Princess Catherine wore this sequined gown to a dinner event in Belize during the previous year. She accessorized with golden Oita earrings, golden Jimmy Choo heels, and a purse adorned with Maya embroidery. During her visit to India in 2016, the princess wore a Temperley London dress. She stood out in a Adelphia extended dress and crop top designed by the brand's creator for a special ceremony celebrating Queen Elizabeth's 90th birthday. The intricate embroidery was captivating. I'd love to see her wear this style more often. What do you think? She completed the look with a black Prada clutch, black shoes reportedly Gianvito Rossi, and some vintage jewelry. At the 2011 Art Gala, Princess Catherine caused a stir in a shimmering Jenny Packham gown. With her radiant tan and perfectly styled hair, she looked stunning. This gown, featuring a single-shoulder design, has become a favorite. She paired it with a rose Prada purse, fuchsia LK, Bennett shoes with ribbons, and sterling links of London jewelry for a dazzling touch. Another memorable outfit by Princess Catherine was the ethereal Alexander McQueen gown she wore to the 2019 BAFTAs. This one-shoulder dress, adorned with intricate floral embroidery, flowed beautifully. The bodice draped gracefully, with the fabric almost floating above the ground. She completed the look with Princess Diana's pearl earrings, silver Romy 100 shoes with a hint of twilight purple, and an exquisite diamond bracelet from the late Queen Elizabeth. In 2016, Catherine wore a charming pink chiffon Catherine Spade dress. This blush-colored chiffon gown, featuring a lavender flower pattern and a bow collar, has been one of my favorites. She wore it during a National Mental Health Day event in October 2016. The dress was paired with Gianvito Rossi 105 shoes in caramel leather, and LK, Bennett Natalie handbag, and Kiki McDonough jewelry. The needle thread Aurora gown, featuring red sequin lace, has been worn by the princess on several occasions. We've seen her in this stunning gown at the UK Africa Business Conference in 2020 and the royal family's Christmas carol services in 2022. The gown's vibrant cherry red color, elegant draping, and sparkling sequins make it a standout choice. In 2022, Catherine wore a sheep pink Alexander McQueen outfit. This ensemble featured a tailored blazer and wide-leg pants, complemented by pink Emmy London shoes and Mappin Web jewelry. She wore this outfit to a round-table discussion with government officials and early education experts. Catherine's recent preference for blazers shows her love for refined fashion. During her visit to South Wales in February 2020, the princess wore a Beulah London heart pattern scarf. It added a touch of sweetness to her appearances. To conclude, we must mention Catherine's iconic wedding dress, designed by Sarah Burton for Alexander McQueen in 2011. This exquisite gown featured a lace neckline, long sleeves, a V-neck, and a 9-foot train. The delicate lace embroidery by the Royal School of Needlework completed this breathtaking dress. What did I miss? Which outfits should I include? Thank you for watching. Which romantic look is your favorite? Isn't it wonderful to dress up for special occasions? Share your thoughts and goodbye for now. For the Prince and Princess of Wales and the royal family, Balmoral offers solace amid recent challenges. The summer retreat has always been a time for the family to reconnect in the serene Scottish countryside, away from their busy lives in London. This year, more than ever, they seek to regroup and hope for better days ahead. Balmoral's estate is rich with diverse wildlife that young royals can observe and sketch, including deer, grouse, Highland cattle, and Shetland ponies. Interestingly, reports suggest that many royals will head to the Aberdeenshire residence. Although Kate and William have access to excellent childcare, they sometimes need a break from the kids. In a touching display of family unity, Lady Louise Windsor has stepped in to assist the Waleses as Kate faces a health challenge. The parents greatly appreciate Louise's willingness to help and her dedication to the family. Lady Louise has taken an active role in caring for Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, engaging them in various activities from outdoor adventures to crafts, ensuring they have a fun, carefree summer reminiscent of the late Queen's reign. If the King gets the chance, he'll spend time with his grandchildren, reading them stories, teaching them about local wildlife, playing cards, and enjoying picnics, weather permitting. There are also the ponies, ideal for riding lessons, a tradition the late Queen cherished and one that Charles will continue. Royal sources note that Lady Louise, who is 11 years older than Charlotte, has been teaching him to sketch rabbits and deer, recognizing his artistic talent. The late Queen even allowed Louis to view some of Queen Victoria's rare Highland sketches kept at Balmoral. Their involvement has been varied, providing both practical assistance and emotional support. Their efforts give the children stability and help ease some of the stress they may feel due to their mother's illness. Beyond the practical help, Lady Louise has emotionally supported both Catherine and William, offering comfort and understanding, which allows the couple to focus on Catherine's recovery and the family's well-being. In addition to enjoying barbecues and quality time with close cousins, George may now be old enough to try fly fishing on the River Dee with James, Earl of Wessex, and his mother, the Duchess of Edinburgh. Both are quite skilled at the sport. Prince Edward and Sophie's 20-year-old daughter is admired for her grace and poise. She recently made her debut at the Sandringham horse driving trials, supported by her university friend Felix Silverclay. They met at Scotland's University of St Andrews, where Lady Louise studies English literature. Sources close to the royal family reveal that Lady Louise is following Princess Catherine's lead by keeping her personal life out of the media spotlight. This move is seen as a deliberate effort to ensure privacy and maintain a sense of normalcy in her life. As Louise grows into her royal role, her commitment to a private, discreet approach to her personal life will serve her well. Her dedication to following Princess Catherine's example shows her maturity and understanding of the complexities of royal life. In a pivotal moment for England, a concealed inheritance from Queen Elizabeth II to Prince Harry has surfaced, reportedly putting Queen Camilla in an embarrassing position. Experts are analyzing this situation, and we'll delve into it on your favorite channel, Secrets of the King. Before we continue, if you find this video interesting, please like it, subscribe, and hit the bell to get all our updates for free. Also, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the relationship between Queen Elizabeth II and Princess Mary. Was it genuine grandmotherly love, or merely a royal connection? Share your opinions in the comments below. Tension between Harry and William escalated before Harry's 2018 wedding to Meghan. William insisted that Harry adhere to royal tradition by shaving, but Harry refused, citing the late Queen's permission. This disagreement highlights protocol differences and unresolved issues between the brothers. Queen Elizabeth II always showed a special leniency towards Prince Harry in matters of protocol, especially compared to Queen Camilla, whose wishes were often overridden by the Queen. However, she was always very flexible with Harry, treating him like a mother would her son. For example, she offered Frogmore Cottage in Windsor Great Park as a new home to Harry and Meghan. This inheritance infuriated Queen Camilla, who had hoped to live there herself. Realizing she wouldn't get it, Camilla was left in an awkward position among her circle. Queen Elizabeth II consistently maintained a significant distance from Queen Camilla, and even declined to attend the church wedding of the current King Charles III and King George. This event marked a crucial turning point for the royal family. Prince Harry has expressed concerns about his stepmother potentially mishandling royal secrets. These complex issues continue to emerge within the British royal family. Stay tuned to Secrets of the King for more details, where we provide you with the best content. Now, let's discuss another intriguing story. A tragedy has plunged King Charles of England into deep sorrow. This unexpected loss has left everyone devastated. Buckingham Palace has halted all royal activities to honor a beloved member of the monarchy. Prince Philip's death prompted King Charles III to declare a period of national mourning. During this time of grief, we encourage sending messages of support to the British monarch. Our correspondent Orlando brings us more details on this somber event. Reports indicate that Prince Carl Philipp, head of a German noble house, passed away on August 6 at the age of 91. Born on May 19, 1933, he lived in Anhalt Castle, which he restored after World War II. Following his father's death in 1988, he led the family and preserved their historical heritage. His son Emmanuel inherits his titles, and his cultural legacy continues. King Charles III remarked that he and the Commonwealth will honor this Britain-loving man across all territories. Please leave supportive comments and subscribe to our Royal Secrets channel for the latest news. Now, let's move on to another intriguing story. As you know, Her Majesty passed away on September 8 after a historic 70-year reign. In recent weeks, new details about her final days and thoughts have emerged, shedding light on her reign. Today, perhaps the most significant revelation has come to light. Sources have obtained leaked pages from the Queen's secret diary, revealing her surprising final order to royal officials. You won't believe what she wrote about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle in those last entries. The Queen meticulously kept a private diary organized over decades, including her candid thoughts and guidelines for the crown after her passing. Some pages were removed due to sensitive content, but leaked photos have revealed her previously unknown stance on the Sussex situation. In handwritten entries from late August, just weeks before her death, the Queen expressed growing frustration with Harry and Meghan's repeated media attacks since moving to the US and stepping down from their royal duties. She wrote that their disloyal behavior had gone too far, damaging the monarchy's global reputation during an unstable time. In her most explosive directive, she ordered legal teams to exhaust all options to stop future stories and end the constant attacks from abroad. In capital letters for emphasis, she wrote, "Enough is enough. Prepare and counterattack hard." Clearly, her patience with the Sussexes' antics had officially run out. Known for her public composure, the diary reveals the Queen's true feelings. She felt betrayed by what she saw as a scheme to undermine the crown, beginning when the Sussexes gave their explosive Oprah interview post-independence. The Queen's specific instructions weren't followed due to her passing just weeks later, but she likely wanted Charles and William prepared for the Sussexes' warpath. King Charles's decision to cut their security and titles may reflect her tough advice. Sources say her orders could have led to harsher action after Harry's tell-all book. The couple's Netflix show debuts next month, likely bringing more drama. The Queen's diary reportedly said, "No more nonsense." She backed using the firm's legal and financial power to rein in Harry and Meghan, though royals rarely wage open war. Experts believe her guidelines justify any means necessary to prevent further constitutional crises from the couple. It shows she finally tired of their complaints as they built careers at the crown's expense. Her never complain, never explain motto ended for the Sussexes last summer. Their actions had crossed a point of no return in her eyes. It's unclear if Charles and William will follow her tough love approach, but Charles's recent moves suggest a current resolve amid the chaos. William's rare public response hints his patience may be wearing thin too. The Queen's leaked diary entries will fuel debate over who's to blame in this family feud. Subscribe to our Secrets of the King channel for more exclusives and join the discussion below. Now, let's move on to another juicy story in our favorite segment. We've got some shocking news for you. Queen Camilla returned to Kate's house but wasn't welcomed, not even by Prince William. He personally escorted her to the door, showing her out. This major conflict puts Kate at the center of the controversy. Brace yourselves, because this is intense. First, please like this video to show support for Kate and Prince William. They deserve it. They've been through a lot, folks. Also, hit the red subscribe button and the bell if you haven't already. What are your thoughts? Do you side with Kate and William or Queen Camilla? I want to hear what you think. Preparations for Prince George's birthday on July 22nd have been massive. We're just days away from Prince George turning 12, the future king. William brings joy to the entire royal family, and everyone has visited William's house for the celebration, including Queen Camilla. Camilla supposedly came to help with her grandson's birthday preparations, but this theory has fallen apart. She seemed more focused on Kate Middleton's royal comeback. Only doctors can decide when Kate can resume public duties as she battles cancer. After a heated discussion, Prince William escorted Queen Camilla out, prioritizing Kate's health over the monarchy's visibility. Camilla claimed she was there for Prince George's birthday, but her real concern seemed to be who would cover her upcoming vacation and stand in for Princess Anne, who's recovering from an accident at her Bristol estate. Prince William fiercely defends Kate Middleton, putting her health and well-being first. What's your take on this? Share your thoughts below. I think Prince William is right to prioritize Kate's cancer battle over royal appearances. Now, let's move to another intriguing story. Reports of King Charles's cancer diagnosis and Kate's surgery have sent shockwaves through the royal family and the public. With two key figures temporarily sidelined, other royals are stepping up, including Prince William, who is contemplating assuming additional responsibilities. Insiders suggest that King Charles's illness might accelerate William's ascent to the throne. With the king's approval, William's proactive approach to preparing for Kate's return to royal duties, following her challenging period, has sparked significant discussion within the family. Recent reports indicate that during an urgent meeting at Balmoral, a major decision was reached to strip Prince Harry of his royal titles while the Sussexes were in Colombia. This pivotal moment has created tension within the royal family, with the decision being heavily debated due to concerns it could exacerbate existing issues. The response from King Charles and Prince William has provoked anger, especially from Harry, who risks losing his titles of Duke of Sussex, Earl of Dumbarton, and Baron Kilkeel, along with his honorary military titles. However, Harry has stated that he and Meghan could continue their work and be welcomed almost anywhere, despite no longer holding these titles. Since stepping down as a royal, the rift between Harry and his family has deepened, particularly with Prince William. A new report highlights the tragic breakdown of trust between the brothers as William reaches a critical point in his life. A royal insider revealed that William is eager for his coronation to be distinct from his father's, and he has no intention of inviting his estranged brother. Meanwhile, it's been disclosed that King Charles will oversee the Duke of York's security, privately funding it after the Duke lost public police protection in 2022. However, security team members were informed that their services won't be required from November, sparking speculation that this means the Duke will have to leave Royal Lodge. Behind King Charles's bold decisions lies Prince William's broader vision for the monarchy's future. As the heir, William has been quietly planning to modernize the royal family and ensure its relevance in the 21st century. Catherine's role will be crucial as William leads the monarchy through this transition. These decisions signal a significant shift in the monarchy's direction, with the Wales family playing central roles in shaping the next chapter of British royal history. Sources close to William emphasize that he will not take on all responsibilities alone, mindful of not making drastic changes to the monarchy's public image unless necessary. Among these significant changes, Princess Catherine's return to public life is highly anticipated. Her return is seen as a stabilizing force, particularly amid recent controversies and challenges. The Wales family is continuing to restructure for their royal future, with Kensington Palace soon to appoint 2 new private secretaries. Don't forget to subscribe to our Royal Secrets channel and join the discussion in the comments. In other breaking news, King Charles III has reportedly had a major disagreement with Queen Camilla, not about their children or palace drama, but concerning Caroline of Monaco and Ernst of Hanover's split. The word divorce is everywhere, and it's a topic that needs discussion. Please like this video, subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments. Caroline of Monaco and Ernst of Hanover have had a controversial romance, though they haven't filed for divorce. Things aren't going well. Their marriage now seems more like a friendship, with divorce rumors constantly swirling. Camilla has weighed in, suggesting that they shouldn't stay married just for financial reasons, which has reportedly caused tension between her and Charles, who advised her to stay out of other people's business. This conflict highlights the social clashes between Camilla and Charles, despite their effective partnership as monarchs. Will King Charles's or Queen Camilla's opinion prevail? Share your thoughts in the comments. Lastly, in recent years, the Princess of Wales has won the nation's admiration, even while battling cancer. Her evolution from a quiet presence to a confident and sometimes assertive royal has garnered as much public respect as King Charles or Prince William could hope for. Reports suggest that Catherine has become the talk of the USA, overshadowing her brother-in-law's family, who have struggled to make a lasting impression in Los Angeles. This is particularly surprising since Catherine has been out of the public eye due to her cancer treatment. Meanwhile, the Sussexes have faced difficulties establishing themselves despite efforts to stay relevant through branding and tours. Everyone has been eager for updates on the king and princess's health, and it's believed that Catherine's battle with cancer has led her to reassess her life and priorities, focusing firmly on her family, husband, and children. Catherine's popularity has proven invaluable to the British monarchy this year, with widespread interest in her health reflecting her strong public connection. Her approachability has earned King Charles's trust, who often seeks her counsel. Emerging from William's shadow, Catherine has become a modern matriarch, akin to the Queen Mother. As Prince William's influence continues to rise under King Charles III, the monarchy faces challenges regarding its stability, but positive changes are on the horizon, particularly with Princess Catherine's return to public duties after illness. Her return was celebrated by the public, especially when she reappeared at King Charles's birthday parade in June, marking a bright future for the monarchy. Currently, alarms are sounding for King Charles III. While he battles cancer, recent attacks have also taken a toll on his health. This prompted an emergency meeting involving King Charles II and his sons, Harry and William. Both princes are looking for ways to support their father during these challenging times for the UK and Commonwealth. It's vital to grasp the reasons behind the meeting between Princes Harry and William. Have they made amends? What is the current situation with the English monarch? We will explore these questions next. Like this video and comment if you believe King Charles III can continue to face his critics. Recently, animal rights activists damaged an official portrait of King Charles III. This nonviolent action was meant to draw attention to the consumption of animal-derived food. The group behind this nonviolent is advocating for a swift transition to plant-based diets. This incident has raised concerns about the increasing pressure King Charles III faces from activists. Princes Harry and William plan to meet this week to discuss these issues. The king's health is a primary concern, and his sons are working to close the gaps for potential solutions. The main worry remains the impact of stress on King Charles III's well-being. The princes are uniting to support their father during this tough period. Will the meeting between Harry and William lead to reconciliation? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Follow our channel for the best, most reliable information, always verified and timely. Now, let's move on to another equally intriguing story. King Charles's cancer diagnosis and Princess Catherine's surgery have shocked both the royal family and the public. With two key figures sidelined, other members are bearing the weight of royal duties. This has led Prince William to contemplate taking on more responsibilities soon. Sources indicate that his father's cancer treatment has him considering an early ascension, with King Charles's blessing. The prince's proactive steps to prepare for Princess Catherine's return to royal duties after a challenging time have become a hot topic within the royal family. Reports suggest that during an urgent Balmoral meeting, the prince and king made a significant decision to strip Prince de Kousentrapp of his royal titles while the Sussexes are in Colombia. This critical moment for the British monarchy has triggered considerable tension among certain royals. The decision wasn't made lightly, and has sparked debate over concerns it might worsen the situation. Unsurprisingly, King Charles and Prince William's recent decisions were met with anger. The Duke, furious over the decision, faces the loss of his Sussex, Dumbarton, and Kilkeel titles, along with honorary military roles. However, he has stated that even without titles, he and his wife could continue their work and be welcomed almost anywhere. Since stepping down as a senior royal, Prince Harry's rift with the family has widened, especially with Prince William, seemingly beyond repair. A new report highlights the tragic breakdown of trust between the brothers as William reaches a pivotal point in his life. A royal insider has revealed that the heir to the throne is eager for his coronation to differ in appearance and tone from his father's. He has no intention of inviting his estranged brother to the event. Meanwhile, it's been disclosed that Charles will continue to provide security for the Duke of York. Andrew's security has been privately funded by Charles since 2022, but the security team has been informed their services will end in November. A palace source suggests this likely means the Duke will have to vacate Royal Lodge. This decisive move aligns with William's broader vision for the monarchy's future. As the heir to the throne, Prince William has been quietly crafting a strategy to modernize and streamline the royal family, ensuring its relevance and sustainability in the 21st century. Catherine's role will be pivotal in supporting Prince William as he leads the monarchy through this transitional period. As the royal family continues to evolve, these decisions mark a significant shift in the monarchy's future direction, with the Wales family playing central roles in shaping the next chapter of British royal history. Prince William's sources emphasize that he will not assume all of the king's duties, as both Buckingham Palace and Kensington Palace are mindful of avoiding drastic changes to the monarchy's public image before it's necessary. In other words, he can and will fulfill his state duties, with the only current gap being outside the palaces, where nearly 500 annual engagements will be temporarily paused to minimize health risks. Among these significant changes, Princess Catherine's return to public life is eagerly anticipated. Her return is seen as a stabilizing force within the royal family, particularly given the recent controversies and challenges. The Wales team will continue with the planned restructuring for their future within the monarchy, including the search for a CEO. Kensington Palace will soon appoint 2 new private secretaries: Lieutenant Colonel Tom Bide, the late Queen's aide for the princess, and an experienced diplomat from the Foreign Office for the prince. Don't forget to subscribe to our Secrets of the King channel and discuss this news in the comments. Now, let's move on to another equally interesting story. In recent years, Kate has captivated the nation with her wit and dedication to royal duties, even while battling cancer. Her evolution from a quiet presence to a confident, charming, and occasionally assertive royal figure has garnered as much public admiration as the king or prince could hope for. Kate is reportedly the talk of the town in the US, overshadowing her brother-in-law and his family, who have struggled to make an impact in LA. This phenomenon is surprising, especially since Kate has been out of the public eye due to her cancer treatment. Meanwhile, the Sussexes have had difficulty establishing a significant presence stateside, despite efforts to remain relevant through branding and global tours. Everyone was eager for updates on the health of both the king and the princess. I am certain that cancer has led Catherine to reassess her life and priorities, which I believe are now firmly focused on her family, her husband and children, not on the unrespect among drama from Meghan and Harry. Catherine's popularity has proven to be a valuable asset for the British monarchy this year. Millions have shown concern for her health, highlighting her strong connection with the public. Her approachability has earned the king's trust, and he often seeks her counsel as his dear daughter-in-law. Emerging from Prince William's shadow, the royal mother of 3 has blossomed into a charitable figure and a modern royal matriarch. This transformation for Catherine is well-deserved and mirrors the soft power of Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother, who was beloved by Prince William's great-grandmother. Early 2024 marked a transformative period for the monarchy, characterized by significant health challenges. These issues have raised concerns about the monarchy's stability under King Charles. However, positive changes have also occurred, notably Catherine's return to public duties, signaling a brighter future. People were thrilled to see Catherine back in the public eye when a photo from last year surfaced, revealing a dramatic change in her appearance. The royal family gathered joyfully in June to celebrate King Charles's birthday parade. A soldier leading the trooping the colour described seeing the princess at the event as thrilling and special. Preparing for the princess's return was a highlight, and seeing her and the children made the day even more special. Garrison Sergeant Major Andrew Burt Stokes expressed his delight. Catherine will be pleased to return to the public eye, as she has always taken her royal duties seriously and performs them confidently. I'm sure she's eager to engage with the public and fulfill her duties. The event was significant due to the generational aspect of their appearances, with 3 generations present. It was the perfect moment for Catherine's public return at this traditional, symbolic royal event. Her participation supported the monarchy, as she will be queen one day. Being seen after months away from the public eye was crucial. Prince Harry's ongoing feud with the British royal family has taken another bizarre turn, with reports alleging that he is persistently demanding a public apology. According to sources, Harry's increasingly unpredictable behavior and outbursts over the royal family's treatment of Meghan Markle have been making headlines, fueling speculation and drama. The latest revelations suggest Harry has been relentlessly pressuring the Archbishop of Canterbury, Justin Welby, to secure an apology from King Charles III. However, it seems Welby has been avoiding these calls, prompting some to dismiss these reports as PR stunts aimed at pressuring both Welby and King Charles. The core of the issue, as reported, is Harry's belief that a public apology from Meghan is essential to repairing the fractured relationship between him and the royal family. He reportedly fixates on the notion that King Charles should publicly acknowledge that Meghan wasn't given the warm welcome she deserved when she first joined the monarchy. In Harry's view, this public gesture would be a crucial step toward healing the rift. However, the demand for a public apology seems as unlikely as it is excessive. The image of King Charles issuing a formal apology, perhaps broadcast across media or framed in Buckingham Palace, is seen by many as absurd. The British monarchy has a long-standing tradition of dealing with internal disputes privately, without grand public displays. Harry's persistence has led some to speculate that he has been influenced, some say brainwashed, by Meghan's grievances against the royal family. He believes a one-on-one meeting with his father, free of outside interference, could resolve their differences. Yet his insistence on a public apology and demand for King Charles' undivided attention suggests deeper emotional issues, particularly a need for validation that contradicts royal protocol. Critics argue that Harry's expectations are not just unrealistic but show a misunderstanding of how the monarchy operates. The idea that the royals would publicly apologize to Meghan, given the sensitivity and complexity of their relationship, is widely viewed as implausible. The monarchy, after all, is not known for airing its grievances in public or making concessions that could set troublesome precedents. Harry and Meghan's actions, since stepping back from royal duties, have further strained their relationship with the royal family and the British public. From their bombshell interviews to various media ventures, the couple has often been perceived as more focused on advancing their personal narrative than preserving the broader royal institution. This negative public perception makes it even more unlikely that the royal family would meet Harry's demands. It appears Harry's battle for a public apology is a losing one. The royal family, especially King Charles, is unlikely to yield, knowing that doing so could open the door to further scrutiny and controversy. Harry's fixation on this point may only serve to deepen the divide between him and his family, solidifying his role as an outsider. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's latest ventures have been nothing short of a global spectacle, with their recent trips to Nigeria and Colombia grabbing headlines for all the wrong reasons. It seems the Sussexes are on an international quest for their next big moment in the spotlight. However, in a twist that's more comical than surprising, their plans for a grand tour of India have reportedly hit an embarrassing snag. According to royal expert Lady C, Harry and Meghan were hoping for an invitation to visit India, but instead of being warmly welcomed, the Indian government gave a firm, "No thanks." Why would India turn down the chance to host the former royals? It seems the Indian government, like many others, may have grown tired of the Sussexes' self-promotion disguised as charity work. Rather than a diplomatic boon, a visit from Harry and Meghan is increasingly seen as a potential PR disaster. With its rich culture, incredible diversity, and growing global influence, India doesn't need a photo op of Meghan and Harry posing at the Taj Mahal to boost its image. And given the Sussexes' track record, from controversy-filled trips to Nigeria and Colombia, India's decision to sidestep this potential fiasco is hardly surprising. The real kicker? Reports suggest that Harry and Meghan were actively seeking this invite, almost begging for a chance to visit, but India, with its strong ties to the UK, seems uninterested in playing host to a couple whose international reputation is, to put it mildly, on shaky ground. While a private organization might still roll out an invitation, it's unlikely that the Indian public would greet them with open arms. If anything, Meghan's attempt to recreate Princess Diana's iconic Taj Mahal moment would probably be met with more eye rolls than applause. India has made it clear it's not interested in being a backdrop for another Sussex Puerto Rico stunt. And as Harry and Meghan continue searching for their next country to grace with their presence, it's becoming increasingly obvious that their road to global relevance may be rockier than they ever expected. Recently, new rumors have ignited the internet thanks to YouTuber Paula M, who claims to have uncovered a startling piece of information: Meghan Markle may have a secret 27-year-old daughter. Paula M stumbled upon this potential scandal while researching the birth certificate of Meghan's daughter, Lilibet Diana, born in June 2021. Many of her viewers had urged her to investigate other birth records, but Paula remained focused on data from the British royal family. After numerous failed attempts to locate Lilibet's birth certificate, she received a surprising response from the California State Department of Birth Records. According to Paula M., the department couldn't locate a birth certificate for Lilibet Diana Mountbatten Windsor. However, they did find records of a Rachel Meghan Markle giving birth in 1997. Due to the records being sealed, Paula couldn't access further details such as the child's gender or current status. This revelation raises serious questions about Meghan Markle's past and whether she's been hiding a secret child all these years. Paula M. speculates that if this Rachel Meghan Markle is indeed the Duchess of Sussex, it could be a game-changer. Meghan, born in 1981, would have been 16 years old at the time of this alleged birth, suggesting a teenage pregnancy. The YouTuber wonders if this event could be tied to the rift between Meghan and her father, Thomas Markle, during her teenage years. Could this have been the catalyst for their estrangement? The timing certainly seems suspicious. The sealed nature of the records adds another layer of intrigue. Paula M. questions why Meghan would choose to seal these records in December 2018, just before the birth of her son, Archie. She suggests that the timing might indicate an effort to hide this part of her past from the public, especially as she was becoming a prominent member of the British royal family. If this story holds any truth, it raises more questions. Did the royal family know about this alleged secret daughter? And if so, how much did Prince Harry know before marrying Meghan? Such a revelation could have significant repercussions for the couple's public image, particularly given their already strained relationship with the royal family. Paula M. also questions Meghan's credibility, noting previous instances where Meghan's version of events has been called into question. The YouTuber suggests that this discovery could be akin to buying a used car only to later find hidden flaws, implying that the public may have been sold a false image of Meghan Markle. As with any rumor, it's essential to approach these claims with skepticism. There is no concrete evidence yet to support Paula M.'s accusations, and until the sealed records are officially unsealed and verified, the story remains in the realm of speculation. Nonetheless, the mere suggestion of a secret daughter has sparked intense debate and curiosity, with many eager to see how the story develops. If Meghan indeed had a child at 16, it raises further questions about her family's role in this secret, particularly her mother, Doria Ragland. Did her family support her through this alleged pregnancy? Were they involved in keeping it a secret? And what does this reveal about Meghan's relationship with her own children today? Rumors are swirling about a dramatic fallout between Meghan Markle and Princess Martha Louise of Norway. What began as a simple request for an invitation to one of the year's most anticipated royal weddings has reportedly escalated into a full-blown feud, leaving Meghan allegedly in tears and sparking intense speculation among royal watchers and high society alike. According to sources close to Meghan, she had been eagerly awaiting an invitation to Princess Martha Louise's wedding, a glittering event expected to gather the crème de la crème of European royalty. However, what Meghan envisioned as a fairy tale moment quickly turned into a nightmare when her request was met with a frosty reception. Reports suggest Princess Martha Louise coldly dismissed Meghan's appeal, leaving the former actress heartbroken and humiliated. The royal wedding, which saw Princess Martha Louise and shaman Dirk Verrett tie the knot in a lavish ceremony on Norway's west coast, was the talk of the town. The multi-day celebration, attended by members of Norway's royal family, including King Harald, Queen Sonja, and Crown Prince Haakon, was a dazzling affair. Guests enjoyed a series of glamorous events, from a welcome party with a sexy and cool dress code to a scenic boat trip along the UNESCO-listed Geirangerfjord. Yet, amid all the joy and splendor, Meghan Markle's absence was both glaring and telling. Whispers of simmering tensions between Meghan and Princess Martha Louise had circulated for months, but this latest snub appears to have brought the discord to the forefront. Insiders revealed that Meghan had hoped to mend fences with the Norwegian princess by securing an invitation to the wedding. Instead, she was met with stony silence, a rejection that has reportedly left her feeling isolated and disillusioned. Adding to Meghan's woes is the growing public backlash she faces. Despite her efforts to reinvent herself as a lifestyle brand mogul and media producer, she has struggled to win over the general public. Earlier this year, Meghan launched a new brand, American Riviera Orchard, and announced 2 new shows for Netflix, along with plans for a new podcast. However, these ventures have been met with a lukewarm reception, and in some cases, outright ridicule. Royal expert Tom Quinn suggested that Meghan's recent struggles have deepened the rift between her and Prince Harry. There's a growing divide between Harry and Meghan, caused by Meghan's increasing concern that her life is not going in the direction she planned, Quinn said. She loves media attention and hates the fact that surveys suggest she and Harry are no longer of much interest to the American public. Meghan's frustration reportedly reached a boiling point when her new brand was widely mocked for its expensive yet unremarkable products. According to Quinn, Meghan was in tears when the brand launched, and the response was overwhelmingly negative. This public derision has left Meghan feeling as though she's constantly under attack, unable to comprehend why her efforts aren't receiving the admiration she desperately craves. As rumors of Meghan's disappointment and anger over the wedding snub continue to circulate, the question remains, can she recover from this latest setback, or will her feud with Princess Martha Louise further erode her already fragile public image? One thing is certain: Meghan Markle's journey through the treacherous waters of high society and royal life is far from over, and the world will be watching her every move with bated breath. According to a recent Reddit post, there may be stormy weather brewing behind the closed doors of the Sussex household. Rumors have been circulating for the past 2 years that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are on the verge of divorce. Despite their carefully curated public appearances and staged smiles, sources close to the couple suggest they are leading separate lives, with Hollywood elites keeping their distance. The glamorous parties and social events typically associated with high-profile individuals are reportedly non-existent. The Redditor claims Meghan has been biding her time, aiming to secure favorable divorce terms from King Charles. However, insiders indicate that Harry's return to the royal fold hinges on his legal separation from Meghan. The story suggests the royal family is willing to support Harry in his divorce battle, but only if he severs all ties with Meghan. This support might include providing intelligence on Meghan's past, which Harry's lawyers could use to strengthen his case. There's a catch: King Charles reportedly has no intention of providing Meghan with any financial support, focusing instead on the welfare of his grandchildren. According to the Reddit post, Princess Catherine could play a significant role in the aftermath of Harry and Meghan's rumored divorce. It suggested that trust funds might be established for Archie and Lilibet with strict conditions to ensure the money is used solely for their education and well-being. These trusts would be designed to prevent Meghan from accessing the funds or manipulating the children into handing over their inheritance. Catherine, the Princess of Wales, might be appointed as the executor of these trusts, further solidifying her influence within the royal family and over the Sussex children. If Harry returns to the royal family post-divorce, his future is expected to be far from the fairy tale life he once led. According to the Reddit post, Harry would not regain his status as a working royal and might only be allowed to attend select family events, like Christmas and Easter gatherings, contingent on years of good behavior. He would be closely monitored to ensure no contact with Meghan, effectively isolating him from his former life in California. His life would be carefully managed to prevent any potential scandals, as the royal family aims to protect itself from further damage. Meghan, on the other hand, would face exclusion, with slammed doors and unanswered calls from the institution she wishes to be part of. Royal divorces rarely result in large payouts, and Meghan is unlikely to be an exception. Historical precedents show that ex-spouses often receive just enough to maintain their dignity. Trusts for Archie and Lilibet would be controlled by independent trustees, requiring Meghan to provide receipts for any expenses she wishes to be reimbursed. This strict financial oversight could lead Meghan to consider relinquishing custody of the children if she struggles to fund their lavish lifestyle. While these rumors remain unconfirmed, if true, Harry and Meghan's divorce could reshape the dynamics within the royal family, with Princess Catherine emerging as a key figure in safeguarding Archie and Lilibet's future. As the world watches and speculates, only time will tell how much of this gossip will turn out to be reality and what the ultimate fate of the Sussexes will be. In a story that has been recounted numerous times, Meghan Markle's childhood letter to Procter & Gamble has become a cornerstone of her public persona. At just 11 years old, Meghan allegedly wrote to the company, challenging a sexist dish soap commercial that implied only women should be concerned with washing dishes. This letter supposedly led to a change in the advertisement, and is often cited by Meghan as her first step toward activism. However, as this story continues to circulate, questions and doubts have arisen, and some speculate that Procter & Gamble might be considering legal action against Meghan. Roll commentator Neil Shah has suggested that whispers in the industry hint at a possible lawsuit. But what could be motivating this potential legal move? Meghan's story has garnered both admiration and skepticism. On one hand, it represents youthful determination and the power of a single voice. On the other, critics argue that the tale has been exaggerated or even fabricated. Despite these doubts, Meghan remains committed to sharing the story, presenting it as a defining moment in her life. The origins of the story trace back to a school project, not a solo crusade by a young girl. Meghan's retellings often omit the involvement of a classmate and her father, Thomas Markle, a television professional with a background in advertising. This omission has led some to question the authenticity of Meghan's account and her decision to frame it as her singular achievement. Procter & Gamble has remained silent on the matter, which has only fueled speculation. The company's silence raises questions. Why haven't they contested Meghan's version of events? Is it to avoid revisiting a story that could tarnish their reputation, or have key figures from that era retired and preferred to avoid the media spotlight? Legal experts suggest that Meghan's careful retelling of the story may be a strategic move to avoid legal repercussions. By not directly naming Procter & Gamble in more recent recountings, she may have shielded herself from defamation accusations. This maneuver means that while the narrative might bring the company into disrepute, it may not cross the legal threshold for action. Despite the controversy, Meghan continues to share the story on various platforms. During her recent royal tour of Colombia, which some view as an attempt to regain public favor, she once again recounted the tale. Observers noted Prince Harry's stoic expression, as if he had heard the story one too many times. Earlier this year, during an interview with Katie Couric, Meghan revisited the story, with some viewers noting that a co-panelist seemed to mock her, possibly weary of the repeated anecdote. The real question now is whether Procter & Gamble will take legal action against Meghan. If they do, it could mark a significant turning point in her public narrative. The possibility of a lawsuit raises numerous questions. Will Meghan finally reveal the full story in court? Will the truth behind the childhood letter come to light? Additionally, a lawsuit could bring to the forefront the role of Meghan's father, Thomas Markle, whose involvement in the original letter-writing campaign has largely been overlooked in Meghan's retellings. If the case goes to court, it could force Meghan to acknowledge the contributions of those who helped shape her early activism. Meghan Markle's foray into the lifestyle brand world with American Riviera Orchard is facing a major setback that could be described as a series of slapstick missteps. Her ambition to build a lifestyle empire is unraveling faster than anticipated. The U.S. Patent and Trademark Office recently rejected her trademark application for American Riviera Orchard, citing a range of issues due to overlooked details. Meghan now has 3 months to correct these issues or risk having her application abandoned. The rejection was detailed in a 48-page document, which highlighted several problems, including an initial shortage in the application fee that required an additional $700 payment. It seems Meghan's attention to detail didn't extend to the paperwork, possibly due to her busy lifestyle or lack of focus on bureaucratic necessities. The rejection also came with a list of required amendments, adjusting the identification of goods, meeting multiple class application requirements, and disclaiming Riviera in the brand name because of its geographical descriptiveness. In simpler terms, her branding attempt faltered because the descriptions were too vague and the geographical reference was deemed insufficient. The trademark application covered a broad range of products: cocktail napkins, pans, kitchen utensils, and more. Meghan's vision for American Riviera Orchard appeared to encompass a wide array of items, but the execution was less impressive, leading to a brand that seemed to lack focus. A source cited by the Express acknowledged that trademarking is a rigorous process and suggested that Meghan's challenges weren't entirely unexpected. However, the optimism for her brand's future may be misplaced. 5 months after the trademark application was submitted on February 2nd, and despite an underwhelming Instagram launch, no products have appeared on shelves. The application was filed under the company Know His Best LLC, registered at the same Beverly Hills address as Harry and Meghan's Archewell organization. It appears Meghan's haste to launch the brand led to a lack of thorough preparation, resulting in a disappointing outcome. Her Puerto Rico-driven approach may have contributed to the failure, as she seemed to believe that her personal brand alone could ensure success without the necessary groundwork. If American Riviera Orchard fails to turn a profit, it could lead to more negative press aimed at the UK, with hopes for a royal rescue from Charles. However, given that Meghan and Harry are multimillionaires with their own trust funds, any financial setbacks are theirs to manage, not the taxpayers. Meghan Markle is rumored to be at the heart of a controversy surrounding leaked details about Prince Harry's recent trip to the UK, particularly his stay at Princess Diana's ancestral home. If true, these allegations could represent the most scandalous chapter yet in Meghan's ongoing royal saga. The drama began when The Sun published an explosive article revealing Harry's secret dash to the UK for his uncle Lord Robert Fellowes' funeral. According to the report, Harry and his brother, Prince William, managed to meet discreetly at the somber event. However, it's hard to call a visit secret when it makes headlines and dominates media coverage. This contradiction has raised questions about whether the visit was truly as covert as claimed. Despite the family tragedy, the feud between Harry and William remained evident. Although both were present, they avoided interacting, with insiders noting their efforts to remain unnoticed. Yet, the very public nature of the story contradicts claims of secrecy. Adding to the intrigue, subsequent reports described Harry's emotional tribute to his late uncle, with sources noting that his heartfelt speech left attendees in awe. The high-profile guests at the funeral are known for their discretion, making it unlikely that such details would leak without internal sources. This raises the possibility that the information may have been deliberately leaked to the press. Compounding the mystery, reports about Harry's accommodation during his UK visit surfaced, despite his ongoing battle for UK taxpayer-funded security, with leaks revealing details about his stay at Althorpe, Diana's childhood home. Charles Spencer, Diana's brother and the estate's current owner, has remained silent on the matter, fueling speculation about the source of these leaks. Given Meghan's history with media manipulation and the couple's penchant for stirring public interest, the idea that Meghan and Harry's camp might be behind these leaks isn't far-fetched. Strategic leaks could serve as a powerful tactic to assert their importance and ensure the press is aware of their high-profile activities. Just when we thought the public had enjoyed a brief break from Meghan Markle's endless quest for relevance, she's back in the spotlight this time at none other than Oprah's exclusive book club event. Naturally, the buzz wasn't about literature, but all about Meghan's attempt to remind the world she's still in the game, because who goes to a book event to talk about books? Rumor has it Oprah had distanced herself from Meghan after their infamous 2021 interview that sent shockwaves through the monarchy. Yet, here she was, making an appearance at Oprah's shiny new bookstore in Summerlin, California. Critics couldn't help but wonder, why would Oprah invite Markle, whose public speaking skills rival that of a motivational poster's depth? And just in case things weren't controversial enough, front and center on the bookstore shelves was none other than Prince Harry's tell-all memoir Spare, the very book that's caused more drama than an entire season of Real Housewives. Coincidence? Of course not. It was just another perfectly calculated PR move from the Sussex duo, using literature as another pawn in their public relations game. Because, apparently, nothing screams good literature like endless victim narratives. But the event wasn't just about Meghan's riveting or not speech. The real entertainment came when Meghan turned up the charm, sending flirtatious vibes toward none other than Victoria Jackson's husband. And as if flirting with someone else's spouse wasn't enough, she was once again in one of her infamous off-the-shoulder outfits. Clearly, she thinks it's a winning look, but the jury's still out on that one. Back to her speech, if you can even call it that. According to a poll conducted by the Daily Mail, 87% of respondents agreed that Meghan is not a good speaker. But when has public opinion ever stopped her from grabbing a microphone and spouting vague platitudes? Oprah, of course, continues to give her a platform, proving once again that in Hollywood, it's not what you say but who you know. Meghan claims she's entering a chapter of joy in her life. Conveniently, this all took place on the eve of Queen Elizabeth's death anniversary. A moment of dignified reflection, not for Meghan. Instead, she chose to take center stage at a small event, likely plotting how to stay in the headlines while the world remembers someone far more respected. Is Meghan's renewed proximity to Oprah just another PR move? Critics have long speculated her Hollywood friendships are more transactional than genuine, and her appearance at this event feels like yet another chapter in her ongoing saga of "Look at me, I'm still relevant." In a room filled with actual spiritual leaders and astrology experts, Meghan somehow managed to make herself the star, not for her eloquence, but for her uncanny ability to turn any public event into the Meghan show. So what's the takeaway? Meghan Markle's grand return to Oprah's orbit was less about books and more about her relentless pursuit of the spotlight. If this event proves anything, it's that no matter how many times public opinion knocks her down, she'll always find a way back, shoulders bared, flirting on full display, and speeches as forgettable as ever. It appears Meghan Markle's dazzling star power has landed her at the pinnacle of a local bookstore? Yes, Harry's wife, with all her Hollywood connections and the backing of the WME powerhouse, has secured a coveted speaking engagement at none other than Good Mother's bookstore in Solent, just miles from her luxurious Montecito estate. Imagine that, a culmination of glitzy connections leading to this grand moment at a bookstore. Meghan was described as one of the light-filled speakers at this intimate event, which boasted an audience of heavyweights like actor Marco Leone, astrology guru Dr. Jennifer Freed, and psychic medium Laura Lynn Jackson. They even gave Meghan a shout-out on their Instagram stories. But don't be fooled, Good Mother's bookstore isn't just your average local bookshop. It's co-owned by Meghan's close friend, Victoria Jackson Goey, along with literary agent Jennifer Rudolph Walsh, who has more connections than a power grid. Walsh, once a top literary agent at WME, still keeps her fingers in plenty of pies, including this quaint bookstore. With all this star power, you'd think Meghan would be headlining international conferences, not cozying up in a local bookstore. But hey, not everyone can be as humble as the Duchess. Walsh, by the way, has helped launch the careers of best-selling authors like Brené Brown, whose self-help books Meghan and Harry reportedly adore. Because really, who wouldn't want to follow in the footsteps of a self-help author who pals around with Oprah and Gwyneth Paltrow? It all seems perfectly logical in Meghan's world of spirituality and wisdom. Let's not forget WME, the agency that supposedly opens every door in Hollywood. with Meghan leveraging every connection in her arsenal. The result? A chat at a cozy bookstore. It's no secret WME is woven into the fabric of the entertainment industry, known for propelling those with questionable talent while real creatives struggle for scraps. And yet, for all the hype surrounding Meghan's power moves and PR strategies, a local bookstore event is their crowning achievement? Really? To top it off, the event only gained media attention because one of Meghan's associates posted about it on Instagram. The Puerto Rico machine at work, someone in her circle posts, and suddenly, it's front-page news or at least social media buzz. This is the epitome of Markle's publicity strategy. But here's the elephant in the room. Despite all her attempts to stay relevant and build a brand, Meghan still brings very little to the table. Her presence at the bookstore did little more than spark an Instagram story, leaving many to wonder why anyone bothers associating with her at all. With all these connections, is this truly the best she can do? And the cherry on top? The event wasn't the Met Gala, an Emmys afterparty, or even a glossy magazine feature. Nope, it was a gathering at a local bookshop. How far the mighty have fallen. But hey, when your circle is full of wealthy feminists preaching empowerment while collecting hefty paychecks from followers, it kind of fits. Activism, after all, has turned into a multi-level marketing scheme, and Meghan? She's just another cog in the baffling machine of self-serving empowerment. In an unexpected yet humorous twist, Netflix has officially unveiled its upcoming documentary series on polo, titled Polo. The series promises an exclusive, behind-the-scenes look into the fast-paced world of elite global polo players. However, the real buzz isn't about the sport itself but a glaring omission. Prince Harry is conspicuously absent from the promotional material. This surprising exclusion has sparked a wave of speculation and laughter, especially given that the series is a collaboration between Netflix and Archewell Productions, the media company co-founded by Harry and Meghan. The absence of Prince Harry, despite his well-known passion for polo and association with Argentinian player Nacho Figueres, has raised eyebrows. Given the series is tied to his own production company, many are wondering if this is a deliberate move by Netflix to distance itself from the prince's increasingly controversial image. Observers were quick to note that none of the 4 promotional images shared on X, formerly Twitter, feature Harry, despite his public involvement in the sport. Speculation has mounted, with some suggesting Netflix's decision may be due to concerns over Harry's declining public favor. Once a celebrated figure, his image has become what some now call toxic, leading many to believe that his inclusion might bring more backlash than viewership. The internet is already buzzing with reactions, with some finding his absence comical, interpreting it as a sign of Harry's fading relevance. Not long ago, rumors swirled online that the series might never be released at all, but Netflix has quashed those rumors by confirming the show's premiere in December. Still, the absence of Prince Harry in the promotional content has left many wondering if Netflix intentionally sidelined him to avoid controversy. As the speculation continues, it's clear that the prince's omission hasn't gone unnoticed. The broader narrative unfolding is that Harry's public image may be more of a liability than an asset for major platforms like Netflix, with critics speculating that the company may no longer see him as a draw. His sidelining in polo could signify a shift in how even his own projects are marketed. Whether this is a strategic move by Netflix or simply a curious omission, the prince's absence has become the most talked-about aspect of the upcoming series, providing an amusing subplot to the high-stakes world of polo. The Toronto International Film Festival has been swept up in controversy following a high-profile snub that has sparked widespread speculation in the entertainment world. According to a flurry of sensational YouTube videos and swirling rumors, legendary musician Elton John has reportedly declined Prince Harry's request to join the panel discussion for his documentary Elton John Never Too Late. This unexpected rejection has left fans and observers abuzz, casting a shadow of drama over the event. The documentary, which premiered at TIFF, delves deeply into Elton John's life and career, and fans had eagerly anticipated the panel discussion, hoping the iconic singer-songwriter would share personal anecdotes and insights. However, in a twist that shocked many, Prince Harry, who has long been regarded as a close friend of Elton John, will not be participating. Sources suggest that Prince Harry had expressed a strong interest in joining the panel, particularly given his well-known admiration for Elton John and his advocacy for issues close to the musician's heart. However, Elton John, known for his meticulous control over his public image, reportedly turned down Harry's request with firm resolve. The decision appears to stem from Elton's desire to keep the event focused exclusively on the documentary and his own experiences. Sources indicate that Elton, who has been open about his struggles with addiction and mental health, was concerned that Harry's presence might shift the focus away from the film's core messages and themes. The musician's priority seems to have been ensuring that the discussion remains centered on the content of the documentary rather than any royal-related distractions. The relationship between Elton John and the British royal family has always been a complex one. Elton famously performed at Princess Diana's funeral and has maintained a close friendship with Harry over the years. However, Elton's decision to exclude Harry from the panel appears to be a calculated move to preserve the integrity of the event. Some speculate that the dynamic between them may have shifted following Harry and Meghan Markle's decision to step back from royal duties in January 2020, surprise, as he learned of it only after the couple's public announcement on Instagram. Further complicating matters is the rumor that tensions between the couple and Elton John had already emerged. Their once close relationship was reportedly strained when Harry and Meghan skipped the 31st Annual Academy Awards viewing party hosted by Elton's AIDS Foundation. Royal author Tom Bower even claimed that, contrary to public belief, the couple was not invited to the event, calling them Hollywood nobodies, and cautioning that their actions might damage the monarchy's reputation. As the drama continues to unfold, fans and media alike remain captivated by the unfolding saga between Elton John and the Duke of Sussex. In yet another bewildering public appearance, Meghan Markle has once again left everyone scratching their heads with her perplexing fashion choices. This time, she made headlines by stepping out in a muscle shirt, affectionately known in the past as a wife-beater. It's a bold choice, one that's bound to raise eyebrows. But what's behind it, Meghan? Is there a deeper message here? Are we witnessing some symbolic shift, perhaps a new title, husband beater? The jokes practically write themselves. But the fashion saga doesn't end there. Meghan paired the wife beater with her infamous parachute pants, the ones that look like they could lift her off the ground with the slightest gust of wind. These oversized, billowing pants seem more suited for a circus act than a public event. The irony? She stood next to two women who looked elegant and refined, while Meghan appeared ready to hit the dance floor at a nightclub. And if that weren't enough, Meghan pulled a classic move by switching outfits midway through the event. Yes, two looks for one occasion. It's a bookstore event, Meghan, not the Met Gala. What could possibly justify the outfit change? Maybe the first look wasn't quite ridiculous enough, so she decided to up the ante. This is peak Meghan behavior, ensuring all eyes are on her, regardless of how absurd the situation might be. Oh, and who could forget the Oprah hug? Of course, the cameras caught that moment. It's as if Meghan knows exactly what the public will say and plays into it. What will people think, she must wonder as she throws herself into Oprah's arms, smiling as if it's the reunion of a lifetime. But Oprah's face says it all. She doesn't look thrilled. You can practically hear her thinking, "Please don't get your bronzer on my white dress, it's so predictable," especially after people claimed Oprah didn't hug her last time. The whole scene is downright laughable. And if you squint hard enough, you might notice that this wife-beater and parachute pants combo seems oddly familiar. Where have we seen it before? Ah, yes, Princess Diana, because no Meghan Markle outfit is complete without a nod to Diana. At this point, it's clear that Meghan's wardrobe is heavily influenced by her ongoing obsession with the late princess. Yet the execution? It's just not quite hitting the mark. And let's not forget those shoulders. Yes, her shoulders. Move over, Michelle Obama. Meghan's got some serious shoulder game. One has to wonder what her gym routine looks like. Maybe she's bench pressing Harry? Either way, Meghan's shoulders look like they could take down a husband in no time. Perhaps that wife beater is more of a metaphor for the power dynamic at home. So there you have it, Meghan Markle, fashion icon in a wife beater, parachute pants, and a whole lot of confusion. 2 outfits, 1 event, and more questions than answers. Is she making a statement? Trying to shock us? Or maybe, just maybe, she's doing what she does best, keeping us all talking whether we want to or not. Harry and Meghan are reportedly planning yet another foreign tour, with Botswana or Lesotho as potential destinations. After 2 lackluster attempts to stay relevant this year, one in Nigeria and the other in Colombia, the Sussexes are now gearing up for a 3rd tour before the year ends. Of course, it wouldn't be a Sussex tour without the usual media frenzy. They've mastered turning even the most ordinary charity appearances into massive PR spectacles. If history is any indication, we can expect more awkward photo ops, forced smiles, and locals left wondering why these two are still pretending to matter. It's almost comical that, despite failed ventures like their flopped podcasts, an underwhelming Netflix deal, and a lifestyle brand no one really asked for. They think another tour will keep them in the spotlight. This marks their third attempt this year, a clear sign of desperation. It's as if they're just making things up as they go along, all while racking up expenses for the host countries. Private jets, luxurious accommodations, and entourages that rival small armies. Harry and Meghan certainly know how to travel in style. Meanwhile, these nations often face real issues, but that won't stop the Sussexes from chasing their moment in the sun, regardless of a cost. Botswana and Lesotho are reportedly next on their radar. Botswana, in particular, may attract Meghan due to its recent diamond discovery, a glittering prize that would perfectly suit her narrative of a romantic getaway. Add to that Harry's emotional connection to the region, and you have the perfect backdrop for more staged, candid photos of the couple. But after their lukewarm reception in Nigeria, it's unclear whether Botswana or Lesotho would even roll out the red carpet for them. Rumor has it that Meghan struggled to adjust during their last trip, and the idea of her roughing it in Africa, again, this seems far-fetched. The bigger question is, why do these countries continue to entertain the charade? Are they that eager for a brush with royalty, even if it's a downgraded version? If you're a government official in Botswana or Lesotho, you might want to consider saying no to footing the bill for their luxury goodwill vacations. Telling these freeloaders to take a hike could even win you some public favor. So here we are, another day, another tour, another chance for Harry and Meghan to pretend they still hold royal significance. Whether Botswana or Lesotho will be the next to endure their antics remains to be seen. But one thing is clear: the world is growing tired of their endless attempts to stay relevant. Maybe it's time for them to hang up the royal act and, for once, stay home. Last weekend in Montecito, Meghan Markle took center stage at the grand opening of the bookstore Godmothers, only to have her moment abruptly interrupted by none other than Oprah Winfrey. It seems even Oprah isn't immune to Meghan's infamous flare-ups. According to journalist Elizabeth Holmes, who was on hand with a camera, the whole incident was a comedy of errors. Meghan, standing on a modest stage, was mid-speech, passionately discussing the safety she feels in bookstores, offering the kind of profound insight only someone of her intellectual stature could. That's when Oprah made her entrance, slipping into the front row with the stealth of a ninja. Holmes shared the amusing moment on Instagram, recounting how she was fully absorbed in filming Meghan's every word, until Oprah's quiet arrival threw her off guard. Oprah, it seems, had been prepping for her part of the event in the green room, only to make her entrance with all the subtlety of a cat burglar. "I didn't even realize it was Oprah until she was right in front of me," Holmes recounted. "So surreal, it's almost as if Oprah was intentionally adding a little chaos to the scene." From that moment, the spectacle only grew more entertaining. Meghan, with her usual grace, turned what was meant to be a simple bookstore speech into a dramatic display of irritation as Oprah took her seat. Her calm exterior cracked like poorly applied foundation, visibly flustered by the distraction as Oprah waved to friends and settled in. The audacity. How dare Oprah interrupt Meghan's profound soliloquy on bookstore safety? One can only imagine Meghan's internal monologue. As Meghan's speech, already teetering on the edge of cringe, continued, it became clear she was trying to elevate the mundane act of buying a book to an earth-shattering event. Perhaps Oprah's late arrival was a well-timed intervention to save the audience from further discomfort. Theories about Oprah's intentions quickly began to swirl. Was her entrance a subtle power move, or merely a case of poor timing? Either way, the scene played out like a soap opera of high-society awkwardness. Meanwhile, the crowd, filled with the usual suspects of fame and vanity, seemed more interested in their own reflections than in Meghan's words. The whole event became a showcase of celebrity self-importance. Meghan's inability to even acknowledge Oprah's presence only underscored her lack of self-awareness, wrapped up in the delusion that bewailed monumental importance. So, here's to Meghan Markle and her bookstore drama, an example of how a minor celebrity event can spiral into an epic tale of overreaction. And kudos to Oprah for adding a touch of reality to an otherwise insipid evening. Meghan Markle is at it again with her latest drama, this time spinning a tale about her supposed struggle with being unnoticed in New York City. It seems her ability to turn everyday experiences into grand sagas knows no limits. Our story begins with Meghan's trip to the Big Apple in September 2019. According to her, sneaking into New York incognito was a huge deal, involving a cap and keeping her head down. She made it sound like a covert mission straight out of a spy thriller. This revelation came during a recent event at the opening of Godmother's bookshop in Summerland, where Meghan once again managed to grab the microphone and make the moment about her. In her latest sympathy bid, Meghan claimed that a bookstore was her sanctuary of safety from the dangers of being an unrecognized entity. Let's not forget the real details of her trip, though she flew from London on September 6th and was spotted at Moto Yogurt in the West Village, just before attending the US Open finals to support Serena Williams. Despite all that, Meghan insists a fleeting bookstore visit was the highlight of her trip. Perhaps she was so absorbed in a book that she forgot to explore the city. Just a thought. Speaking of Serena, There's a twist. Rumor has it she wasn't thrilled by Meghan's presence at the US Open. Williams had already lost at Wimbledon that year with Meghan in the stands, and history repeated itself as she lost again, this time to Bianca Andreescu. Maybe Meghan's support was more of a jinx than a blessing. And to top it all off, Vogue's Anna Wintour was seated right behind Meghan during the match. Despite rubbing elbows with fashion royalty, Meghan still didn't get that coveted Met Gala invite. It seems even her proximity to fashion's elite couldn't secure her a spot at the big event. But the real kicker: Meghan's trip to New York coincided with a time when she and Prince Harry told the late Queen they were too busy to visit her at Balmoral. While Harry stayed home with their newborn, Meghan jetted off to New York. And let's not forget the rumors about her passport, one of many trips she allegedly took without proper documentation. Dragging up this tale from 2019, Meghan's complaints seem like an attempt to frame her New York adventure as a monumental personal sacrifice. Newsflash, Meghan, no one was really looking for you. Your presence or lack thereof barely registers in the city's daily whirlwind. Her dramatic retelling of sneaking around New York City only highlights her relentless craving for attention, whether it's crafting stories about secret missions or casting a bookstore as a fortress of solitude. Meghan's need for the spotlight seems insatiable. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle seem to be continuing their whirlwind of what some might call desperate antics, this time at a local California bookstore. In a cringeworthy display that reeks of Hollywood elite wannel-made vibes, the couple attended the opening of a small literary event, accompanied by none other than Oprah Winfrey, whom Harry, yes, a 40-year-old man, refers to as his fairy godmother. Arriving in their sleek Range Rover, Harry and Meghan were eager to rub elbows with the likes of Oprah, Ellen DeGeneres, and Netflix CEO Ted Sarandos. But this wasn't some glamorous gala or high-profile red carpet event. No, it was a bookstore opening. The same couple that once proudly announced their escape from the pressures of royal life now appears to be settling into the world of, well, independent bookstore events. What made it even more awkward was the notable lack of interaction between the Sussexes and Netflix boss Ted Sarandos. Despite his presence at the event, there were no warm embraces or even a quick photo op. You'd think, given their multi-million-dollar Netflix deal, Harry and Meghan would at least snag a snapshot with the head of Satra. But it seems Sarandos may have intentionally kept his distance, possibly signaling Netflix's waning patience with the couple. No forced smiles here, just awkward silence. The event, held in honor of literary agent Jennifer Rudolph Walsh and cosmetics mogul Victoria Jackson, took place at a shop aptly named Godmothers, a nod to Harry's somewhat awkward nickname for the influential women in his life. You can almost imagine the royal chuckles back at Buckingham Palace. The evening didn't end there. Photos showed Harry and Meghan attempting to blend in with a group of, well, let's just say, not quite A-listers. Sure, Jane Lynch remains relevant thanks to Only Murders in the Building, but the rest, not so much. Ellen DeGeneres, now infamous for her toxic work environment, was one of the bigger names. Oprah's expression when Meghan hugged her, priceless. You could practically hear her thinking, please don't get your bronzer on my white dress. As if things couldn't get more awkward, Meghan's fashion choice raised eyebrows. Dressed in mismatched whites and cream, she wore an ill-fitting sleeveless jumpsuit with pants that dragged on the floor. Oh, and let's not forget the black bra under the white top, a clear fashion faux pas. Meanwhile, Harry, always the picture of casual sloppiness, looked as though he'd rolled out of bed. His California casual look screamed, I dressed in the dark. But the real takeaway here is the desperation of it all. Posing for photos, hugging Oprah like long-lost besties, and trying so hard to fit in with Hollywood's elite, the couple seemed completely out of place. While actual A-listers were at New York Fashion Week, attending glamorous events with the likes of Kim Kardashian and Priyanka Chopra, Harry and Meghan were stuck at a neighborhood bookstore opening. And the kicker: these photos weren't even from the day of the event. They were reportedly days old, strategically released now likely in an attempt to counter the lack of attention surrounding Harry's 40th birthday. No friends, no real Hollywood connections, just two former royals clinging to relevance in a world that seems to be moving on. Catherine, the Princess of Wales, has once again captured the spotlight, leaving Meghan Markle's latest efforts overshadowed. In a heartwarming revelation that set social media ablaze, Catherine announced that she is cancer-free, prompting an overwhelming response from the internet. A video of the announcement, posted on her official Instagram, has already garnered an astonishing 1.8 million likes. Observers praised the touching moments between Catherine and Prince William shared in the video, admiring their grace and unity. Meanwhile, Meghan Markle's new venture, American Riviera Orchard, has struggled to gain attention. Her Instagram page for the project remains eerily quiet, a stark contrast to the whirlwind of positive media attention surrounding Catherine. To add to her setbacks, Meghan's trademark application for the brand was recently rejected, requiring her to redesign her logo entirely. The contrast between the two women is glaring. Catherine's reputation, built on grace and dignity, has remained intact despite public scrutiny. She balances her royal duties with family life, often seen in tender moments with her children, managing to keep their private lives just that private. In contrast, Meghan's children remain largely out of sight, while she is often spotted at high-profile events, projecting an image that some find detached from the warmth that Catherine exudes. This recent episode further underscores the difference between the two approaches to public life. Catherine's ability to maintain a stable family environment resonates deeply with people. In contrast, Meghan and Harry's attempts at media stardom often seem disconnected and shallow, relying on a series of business ventures that fail to capture the same widespread affection. As Catherine enjoys the public's admiration, Meghan's attempts to stay relevant seem increasingly ineffective. While Catherine's video has captured hearts, Meghan's efforts, including public appearances, have struggled to create a lasting impact. Meghan's constant efforts to overshadow the royal family have only served to highlight her shortcomings. The media's response to Catherine's announcement has been swift, with even the New York Times issuing a breaking news alert. Meghan, on the other hand, finds herself relegated to smaller headlines as her attempts at garnering attention fall flat. The contrast couldn't be more striking. Within 40 minutes, Catherine's video had already amassed over 400,000 likes, while Meghan's American Riviera orchard has struggled to gain traction after 6 months. Catherine's return to public life following her battle with cancer stands as a testament to her strength and resilience, marked by dignity and grace. In contrast, Meghan's public persona often feels overshadowed by complaints about media scrutiny and trivial matters, which pale in comparison to Catherine's significant personal and public achievements. In conclusion, while Catherine triumphs with her heartfelt announcement and the public's support, Meghan's efforts to remain in the spotlight seem increasingly irrelevant. Catherine's grace, resilience, and connection with the public stand in stark contrast to Meghan's ongoing attempts at self-promotion. The message is clear: true admiration and respect are earned through authenticity, strength, and sincerity, not desperate bids for attention. In a recent whirlwind of drama, Meghan Markle and Oprah Winfrey have found themselves at the heart of a media storm over what seemed like an innocent bookstore event. According to a video by YouTuber Paula M., the entire affair has sparked more confusion and controversy than anyone could have anticipated. The event in question was the grand opening of Godmother's bookstore in Summerlin, California, scheduled for September 5th. The bookstore, owned by a close friend of Oprah Winfrey, was highly anticipated, especially with Prince Harry's memoir Spare prominently displayed. Many expected Harry to make an appearance, but the reality of the event didn't live up to those expectations. Paul M's video delves into the peculiarities surrounding the guest list. Originally, Prince Harry was rumored to be a key figure at the launch alongside Oprah. However, to the surprise of many, Meghan Markle appeared in his place. Things became even more dramatic when Meghan took the stage with a microphone, a role that was reportedly meant for Harry. Paula M. expresses frustration with outlets like the Daily Mail, accusing them of failing to investigate the true nature of the event. According to Paula, these media outlets have perpetuated a misleading narrative. The Daily Mail allegedly framed Oprah's appearance as a significant endorsement of Markle, despite Oprah not heavily promoting the event on her social media. Paula M's video suggests that Meghan's appearance was a calculated move. It is alleged that she used her assistant to secure photos of the event, which were then used to bolster her image. According to Paula, the relationship between Meghan and Oprah has cooled since their famous interview, and Oprah was reportedly displeased with Meghan's surprise appearance at what was supposed to be Harry's moment. Oprah, notably absent from promoting the event on her social media, reportedly felt overshadowed by Meghan's actions, fueling speculation about a rift. Public and media reactions have been mixed, with some believing Meghan's appearance was a strategic move to reclaim attention, while others see it as a misstep that may have strained her relationship with Oprah. The Instagram account for the bookstore made no mention of Oprah's involvement, further suggesting that the event did not go as planned. Paula M. criticizes the media for failing to provide a full account of what transpired, accusing them of merely recycling PR narratives pushed by Meghan's team. What was intended to be a celebration of Prince Harry's memoir and Oprah's involvement at Godmother's bookstore turned into a stage for Meghan Markle's controversial appearance. Paula M's video sheds light on the confusion, drama, and the media's role in perpetuating a misleading narrative. The true nature of Meghan's role and her relationship with Oprah remains speculative, with fans and critics alike analyzing every detail.